My professional focus has pertained to ceramics in other parts of the world outside Europe and the US, more specifically pertaining to appropriate technology. Explicit to the project here in Morocco has been work in SAFI, training workers in potteries to improve the competitiveness of tableware in the marketplace, cups, bowls, teapots, that sort of thing. Decorative ceramics from SAFI is quite amazing. The large vases, the decorative pieces in general are quite phenomenal. The decorative pottery could well be sold as is in, for example, in markets of Europe or the US. Of course, those who do the buying in those places may want specific colors or other small changes. The tableware might be called dinnerware, may be more challenging. Typically, there's a man with a small hammer, a ball-peen hammer, who takes chunks of clay and breaks them down to pea size prior to putting them into a pool of water for slaking down to a moist, wet clay. And then there's a long period of drying prior to mixing, and the mixing is done by foot. Now this involves a huge amount of labor and a huge amount of space. We have found that two machines can do all of this, and these are very simple machines that are locally available. Buyers in Europe and the US tend to be very demanding in terms of an appropriate glazed finish. However, the medium scale or smaller potteries could well be in a position to pursue appropriate technology, again, using a simple hand pump to apply a spray glaze. The use of what's called an air release press. There's a very costly machine in the Delegation of Artisans that's used to press ceramics and quickly release the articles in the forming process. In that way, you'll get a plate or a tile every 1 or 2 minutes. My recommendations has been to consider diversifying into other product lines. Already there's a workforce in the potteries. There are people who are accustomed to working with clay and with the various methodologies that are implicit to production. They could just as well be producing, for example, low tension electrical insulators that are made of ceramics, or for example, they could be making pottery water filters.